back to Fight Talk with the Skeegies. I'm K and he's B. We're the Skeegies. Back here tonight to recap UFC Orlando. We got Cole and Bo back with us.
First fight, we got Charles Oliveira versus Miles Jury. Last night, guys, Charles got the submission win like we all said, like we knew he was going to.
Except me.
Except for you, yeah. You didn't call it.
I picked Miles Jury. I'm pretty disappointed.
That sucks.
Didn't go how I thought.
Cole, what do you think about it?
No comment, didn't get to watch it.
Bo?
Just like I said the other day, never count out that strong ground game. 3 prior submission of the nights, and definitely another submission of the night last night.
Now, is it worth noting that Charles missed weight by 5.5 pounds?
I don't think it is.
You don't think
because they weigh in the night before. Of course, it is an issue. He should make the weight, but by the time they fought, I'm sure Jury was heavier also. So I don't think it changed the fight that much.
You don't think it changed the fight at all?
It's the discipline thing that goes with fighting and any form of combat sports,
All right, guys. Well, the second fight, we got Michael Johnson against Nate Diaz. Now, guys, last night, I think Nate Diaz put on the performance of his career. He pounded out Michael, he outboxed him, and he got the decision victory.
His jab was the foundation of what he did, but like I told you guys earlier, he should have snapped that right hand down the gun instead of throwing Dragon Ball Z in there. But other than that, good fight.
I was a little disappointed in the fight. I was surprised that Johnson didn't try to take it to the ground. And I think if he didn't have one single takedown attempt, if he would have tried to take it to the ground, I think it could have changed the fight.
He did rock Diaz with that left hook multiple times.
But
Too much reach to overcome.
Yeah, I just
seemed
didn't
like
think
that was the story of the fight.
I didn't think he had enough on his feet to win it.
I think the story of the fight was Nate Diaz. He pretty much baited Michael Johnson in to fight in his kind of fight, to try to box with him. I don't think there's anyone in the lightweight division that can box with Nate Diaz.
I thought Johnson held his own at certain areas in the fight, certain points,
It was a good fight.
I thought they exchanged well, and it kept the fans in front of their seats.
Yeah, that was definitely fight of the night, in my opinion.
Definitely my pick for fight of the night also.
Yeah.
Next, Junior Dos Santos fought Overeem. Man, I thought this fight, guys, was going to be the fight of the night. I'm sorry, Cole. I know JDS is your favorite fighter, but Overeem got the TKO victory.
He just didn't throw the right hand, and in the later rounds, right before he got knocked out, I think it was 35 seconds left in the second round, he started throwing those combos. When he was throwing those right hands, it was curling Overeem up, and then Overeem ducked down to that Tyson left, caught him, but bad stoppage in my opinion. Bad stoppage.
I was disappointed by this fight also. Not a whole lot happened up until the knockout.
Yeah, it was just
very slow-paced fight, especially for Dos Santos being the number 2 ranked contender in the heavyweight division.
I think this was definitely.
Overeem was 9. So
Do you guys think him switching to American Top Team might have made that difference?
I would think that would make him better.
Yeah, but did you notice in his over fights that JDS was gunning him down? And with a guy with like Overeem, you have to keep the pressure on him. Give him that space. He's working his game. He's got the reach. That's what he likes, is that space. And JDS gave it to him.
I think if there's a rematch, I think JDS goes back and watches the fight with Chuck Liddell versus Overeem.
You watch.
But he got knocked out in that fight. He lost to Chuck Liddell.
You watch when JDS closes the gap on Overeem. Overeem does
Yeah,
not
So
like it at all.
JDS go back and watch Chuck Liddell.
JDS should go back and see what Chuck Liddell did.
See what Chuck Liddell
I see
did.
what you're saying.
Chuck Liddell, easily best of all time.
Do you guys think JDS looked anything like Robbie Lawler last night?
He looked a lot
Do you
like
think it
Robbie
looked like him
Lawler.
last night?
he was Robbie Lawler.
I think they look like they could be brothers.
I think that's Robbie Lawler's dad.
I think you can tell Overeem was off the juice.
He looked good
Apple
though, man.
juice.
Definitely the biggest fight definitely the biggest win of Overeem's career. Definitely. That was a big win last night. That was a statement. I heard that he's kind of talking about maybe going free agency, maybe going to Bellator or something like that. What do you guys think about that?
I think he needs to. He's still in the peak of his game, but I think he should think about retiring because he's had a lot of fights.
He's had a lot of fights.
You said Overeem?
54 fights.
He said what, 39 wins?
40
Yeah,
out of last
he's
night.
40 as of last night.
I said-
That's more than most fighters have in
I,
a whole career, and he had him in wins.
I honestly don't think he should test free agency yet. He just beat the number 2 ranked fighter in the heavyweight division. Maybe another fight, he's got a title shot.
Now, what do you think about a title shot? Do you think that win warrants him a title shot of the winner of the Verdun Velasquez?
Absolutely not.
Not yet. I think he needs your guy, and then
One more
maybe
guy,
after
He needs to
that.
make sure he can beat a drug test before it.
Drug test
Well,
might be his
we
biggest
know that was a
opponent in
big
the UFC.
issue in his past.
Yeah,
Steroid use.
yeah,
You know, if he can't stay off the steroids, why give him a title shot?
Yeah.
He's just going to throw it away.
you're absolutely right.
We're just going to have another situation where the title was stripped after the win and the piss test comes out. It's going to show high testosterone. It happens all the time. That's not
That is a problem. Hashtag sadly yes, Chelsea. Now, final fight, guys. We had Rafael dos Anjos defending against my man, my favorite fighter, Cowboy Donald Cerrone. Man, this was a heartbreaking loss. Rafael got in there and he pounded him out. Man, got the first round TKO victory.
I was surprised by the finish there. I didn't see it coming that quickly, or I didn't see the finish coming at all, honestly. But
It
you
was
know,
that big body kick.
that there was a nice knee to the ribs right before the body kick, and the knee opened up the kick, and once the kick landed, that started the end.
That was the first time I ever seen Cowboy fight like a pussy. He backed up the whole time, backpedaled, he curled up. He should have used that long, stiff jab to stop the guy coming in and then blast that right hand down. But instead, he'd snap the jab up and he'd curl up and he just got pounded.
Yeah, and in the
No
post-fight,
defense.
even in the post-fight press conference, Cowboy said that he has no excuse for the ass whooping that he took. He said that, he has no excuse for it. He
You
got his ass
gotta
kicked.
respect him for that.
Alright, let's also note, first fight didn't have his grandma on his corner. Think that changes the fight
I think it
at
does
all?
change the fight.
I think it does
Psychologically.
because not only was she just not able to make it, she was ill. And him and his grandmother are very close, so I think it affected him.
And that's unfortunate, man. Arguably the biggest fight of his whole career up to date. He was 8-0 in his last 8 fights, coming on the biggest, win streak in the lightweight division to date. And sad to see it happen like that, man. But I think it definitely was psychological.
Cowboy's a tough fighter. He's gonna work to go back.
He'll be back. I think he'll be back, man. He's got to get that psychological game worked out a little bit, you know what I mean? But I think he's a good fighter. He'll be back.
Rocky
You cannot let
Balboa
this-
came back from Mick.
You can't let this one instance define a career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody makes mistakes, stuff happens in this fight.
Yeah,
Move on with
absolutely.
it. Get the loss behind you.
Yep. Well, alright guys, that wraps up episode number 2 of Fight Talk with the Skeegies. Stay tuned for more videos to come.
You guys look great. Brandon, you're flexing so hard right now.
I'm gonna get tired. Hold up all that muscle. Are you filming?
Just you guys say, I'm Logan Bowman.
I'm Logan Bowman.
I'm Cole Valentine. Urge you never to travel to Taiwan.
Just have them doing the intro. Skis.
No, wait,
Okay.
don't film.